Peace. I be divine no swine God Allah. Today's supreme mathematics is wisdom, power all being born to God. Today my wisdom will show my power and that I'm God. If you can't understand mind over matter, you'll never understand the true meaning of Black Lives Matter and you'll remain dead and separated from the true culture God and true civilization. What is true civilization? True civilization is a reflection of the original mind. A true reflection of knowledge, equality and the universe. Knowledge, equality and the universe is a combination and balance of everything, of right and wrong, of good and evil, of left and right. The supreme collective, one culture and freedom, reflects knowledge, equality and the universe. In an individual culture, what's right or good may be wrong or evil in another individual culture. The different perceptions of right and wrong and good and evil is a perception of what a grafted mind believes that its God's rules are. Individual cultures that use right and wrong, good and evil, who acknowledges a God other than self and who has no connection to knowledge, equality and the universe are not reflections of oneness, knowledge, equality and the universe which is everything in existence. Any individual culture or group of people that perceives anything other than what the original, founding culture perceives and reflects as unoriginal, an abomination and a lie living outside of the 360 degrees cipher and square of the true and living God and original mind, which is knowledge, the foundation, equality and universal oneness of everything in existence. Everything in existence means everything in existence. Knowledge, equality and universal oneness is the house that has been divided. This is why us gods, men, and individual people and cultures see differences and can't live together in peace without a difference of opinion coming into the picture, causing uncomfortable feelings. These individual people and cultures do not know the one true culture and freedom. They do not know God, they do not know black life, the black dark universal body and original mind that has always been here from where all physical things came. But yet they want to scream Black Lives Matter. If Black Lives Mattered, people would have never divided themselves into individual cultures. If Black Lives Mattered, there would have never been wars and murders based on differences. If Black Lives Mattered, Black people would have never murdered and harmed other Black people, nor any other race of people, nor would any other race of people have murdered themselves nor any Black people. If Black Lives Matter, all people would have acknowledged the true self over the flesh and would have seen themselves as one, existing in and being one with that 360 degrees black dark cipher of the true and living original mind that created physical and material things. It's always mind over matter. If you can't understand mind over matter, you'll never understand the true meaning of Black Lives Matter, and you'll remain dead and separated from the true culture, God, and true civilization.
Almost all of the violence we're seeing now is from the gangs.
Sergeant Matt Little leads one of the teams in Chicago's Gang Enforcement Unit. There are about 200 such officers in the city versus 100,000 gang members.
When there's a shooting, we'll respond to the shooting. We'll figure out where we believe the most likely area for retaliation is, and we'll work that area trying to both prevent retaliation and possibly build a case on offenders.
We rode along with Little's team as dusk fell on poor neighborhoods of vacant lots and high anxiety.
The gangs have lost their hierarchy,
Right.
so to speak. And without a chain of command, there's really nobody keeping things in check.
And they lost their hierarchy because those guys got killed, they went to prison, or both?
Both, yes.
Those left are young, reckless, and often terrible shots.
Instead of a bullet with somebody's name on it, you get a bullet that reads "To whom it may concern."
And that's how you get a little girl shot or a 2-year-old.
Exactly.
71 what?
We care about the grandmother that lives in the Greystone and is raising her grandkids. We care about the guy who's a hardworking stiff that gets up in the morning and works 2 jobs.
The police are also establishing a database gleaned from interviews with the gang members themselves on their whereabouts, grudges, or habits to anticipate trouble before it erupts. Some businesses that serve as hideouts will also be shuttered.
Stay in the car.
In just 2 hours, we witnessed repeated stops, searches, and arrests.
They are smart enough and savvy enough to have people run interference, to have plausible stories, to have a whole system of things they can bring up to try to interfere with us doing our jobs.
Sergeant Little is a decorated veteran of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Parts of Chicago, he says, are comparable.
It's like tribal warfare. And it continues to build unless we manage to interdict it and manage to stop it long enough for the blood to stop boiling, the heat to die down.
The mother of one of the young girls shot overnight spoke for many in this city, Scott, when she said the bullets are going everywhere now and the wrong people are getting shot.
Dean, I wonder, what are some of the other things the Chicago police are doing to try to stop the violence?
Well, they are really focusing on those corner liquor stores or those businesses that are turning into havens for these gangs, whether they're tolerating them or cooperating with them. The city and the police are going after them, and they're going to shut them down.
Dean, thanks
Scott?
very much.
Are not here to just speak and talk. They are here to attack us. They are dangerous and they need to be stopped, and that's why we mobilized this action to shut them down.
Authorities in Sacramento, California say 10 people were injured Sunday after violence broke out between a white supremacist group and counter-protesters. Sacramento Fire Department spokesman Chris Harvey said 2 of the injured had critical stab wounds. The fire department said in a tweet the 9 men and 1 woman were between 19 and 58 years old and all had multiple stab and laceration wounds. It was not clear how many remained hospitalized Sunday night. Officer George Granada, California Highway Patrol Public Information Officer with the Capitol Protection Division, said the Traditionalist Worker Party, or TWP, whose leader describes it as a white nationalist group, had a permit for a noon rally near the state capitol. He said another group showed up to stop them from carrying on their permit.